how it felt when you first got the truck.
About 30 years younger.
That's a good way to put it. All right, guys, Cam's gonna give us a quick little rundown of the whole build, basically, because he did the whole thing from the ground up, so he'll let us know about all the stuff he did and the parts and everything like that.
It's a 1968 Ford F100. I think the customer said it came from California. Outside we have some rocket wheels. Customer supplied the wheels. I'm not sure of the specs. We can definitely figure that out if somebody's that interested.
They are 18s for sure.
Yeah, they are 18s. Yeah. They are staggered. I'm not sure. We got the Willwood big brakes, front and rear, 6-piston front, 4-piston rear. We did the full QA1, converted everything, all control arm, rack and pinion, coil over. It's linked in the rear, cut.
All right.
QA1 suspension, the full kit, rack and pinion. There's some stuff back here. The exhaust, I think we filmed some of the exhaust.
Yeah.
We have the exhaust coming out the side. This was customer request. Both of them are here. He wants to do big burnies, so hopefully the smoke, Australian style, will get them going. Another little thing on the outside, we cut in a little flap here so he can access his gas. It's a custom fuel cell that is down at the bottom. Brakes, you show them the rears, staggered fitment, the Willwoods.
There's the rear brake.
Yep. And then
The front brake there.
the heart of the build, we have a Gen 2 Coyote with a 6R80. It's a factory computer, unlocked. As you can see, a lot of it is custom stuff. The Willwood brake master that we've installed. We have a PBH power steering set up. The drive kit up front, PBH drive kit. It moves the alternator over here. That way we have power steering. Obviously, the truck is super easy to turn with the power steering. It feels like a brand new vehicle.
Smooth, yeah.
I mean, it literally feels brand new. We made a custom air intake for him. I want to say it's 3.5. I think it's factory size. I think it's 3.5. A lot of little things. There's little brackets, little mounts that I've made. Getting the radiator installed, trans cooler, aeromotive fuel system. We got a full aeromotive fuel system on this thing. The Dakota digital gauges on the inside. It's just a great vehicle. I mean, you can't go wrong with this combo. I have been a diehard Chevy guy for many years, but recently, I don't want to admit it to Curtis, but recently I've fallen in love with the Coyote. I've had in my head, my square body, putting a Coyote in it instead. I have that LSA set up, but I thought about doing a Coyote. Honestly, they're just too easy. Like, you throw a Whipple on it and you're good to go. You're making power.
Making a lot of power.
Yeah, exactly. And dailyable. You could still drive this thing anyway.
Like stock.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this thing it's phenomenal. You guys are gonna see some driving videos. I think we did a couple flybys and stuff too. The exhaust sounds so good. I'm gonna have to say it's probably I'm a little biased because I built it, but it's probably the best sounding Coyote F100 in my opinion. We may see some other ones, but
it's one of the better sounding just Coyotes in general.
That too. I think we were talking about it. It doesn't really sound Mustangy.
No, it doesn't have any rasp. It's loud, but it's got all the growl, not
good
the rasp.
Loud. Yeah, good loud, not raspy at all. We did a lot of painting too. We fully painted the firewall and the engine bay here. We did a full coat on the frame. You can see a little bit of the QA1 stuff poking through. There's some cutting that you have to do on the fender wells. You don't really see much, but there is some stuff. I don't know if that helps.
Just a little bit of the stuff down there.
But she is about to go to the owner, about to go home and have him enjoy her. I know he's going to. I know I've enjoyed it. Yeah. It's been a fun one.
Yeah.
First full build for me like this, that I've taken it all on. I learned a lot, especially wiring. It's been a nightmare for me with wiring, and I learned so much. I've gained knowledge. It's awesome. I love the opportunity I got with this, so excited to see it. I'm sure at streetcar takeovers around here, he's going to come around, all our little meet and greets and stuff like that. He's a local dude, so we'll have to give some updates when we see it out and about as well too, see how she's going.
Yeah. And who knows, maybe in a year or two there'll be a Whipple being put on.
Yeah,
this thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. There will be upgrades in the future. I know he's talked about some things, like the rear end, I think is one thing, and he's talked about a Whipple, you know, that thing can be rowdy.
Yeah,
This
that'd be
thing,
ridiculous.
yeah, it's just gonna boil the hides at that
Yeah.
point. But yeah, she's fitting to go home. Stick a fork in her, she's done. Yep. Adios.
Taking her for the first rip?
First rip.
Oh yeah,
Then
she's purring, she's ready to go.
Yeah, we got all the sensor readouts done finally. Had a little hiccup on the speedo, but called Dakota. Those guys are phenomenal. If you ever need help, call the tech guys. The TJ specifically, he's a really good dude. But speedo's working, oil pressure, RPMs, everything. So we're gonna go hit it, drive this sucker.
Let's do it.
Man, she is a ripper. This thing is smooth, it's comfy, it's cool. I don't really know what else you need. Oh yeah. This
She's
thing
screaming.
is perfect.
It actually's got some pretty good power.
Yeah, it does.
For being a stock Coyote, it freaking moves.
This dude doesn't like this, we'll just buy it. It could be the new shop truck, you know.
Something, yeah.
Man, it feels so solid. Everything is great with this thing. Oil pressure is looking good. Speedo's working. We have 0.9. Yeah, we almost have the first mile on her.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
Oh, there it
she
is.
goes. We got a mile.
Got the speedo.
Got her dialed in. Speed's accurate. Had Harry check the mile per hour. I can always bring my phone up too. I think I have a, yeah, I got an app. Yeah. She's a good one.
How's it feel on the highway?
Solid. Super comfortable. Sounds like a 68 truck inside, which is, I'm used to that. I drive an old square body myself, but it doesn't feel like a 68 just with all the QA1, the tires, the wheels, the brakes, the wheel woods, you know, everything. But yeah, it feels great. Awesome for what it is. The truck's in very good shape. The frame is very good. Zero rust. We coated the whole frame. All the new parts. I mean, I think the only thing that is still the same is the rear end, the housing and stuff.
Yeah.
I think we're doing a third member in the future. We already did axle shafts. I mean, we've done everything to this sucker. But yeah, she cruises great. We're gonna take her back to the shop, and I think he's coming around 3. So I think we just finished it in time.
Yep, just in time. We'll have to get his reaction on
Yeah.
the first time seeing it all
for
together
sure,
and done.
For sure. Great truck. I mean,
Yeah.
he's gonna be ecstatic. I know he will. He came by a few times with us at the shop when we were building it, and he loved it. Couldn't say anything but good things on how it was turning out. So I'm excited to see it outside for him and get the whole picture and finally have his truck. So it's
Yeah.
gonna be cool.
It sounds so mean,
Dude,
dude.
it sounds awesome. awesome. The customer supplied the mufflers. I forget what they are. Flowmaster FXR, I don't know, I forget. But it's a full 3-inch. We did a custom H pipe in it. It comes out like right at the rear tires. You have to show them.
Yeah.
Dude, it sounds so good.
We'll have to get a little flyby video.
Yeah, for sure we can. We're cruising at 70, 71.
Like nothing.
Like nothing. I mean, the ride is great. I can't say enough good things about how this truck came out.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
There it is. As you guys can tell, that thing sounds awesome. That exhaust is freaking out of this world. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. But I don't even know what to say about it either. He's going to be hyped. It's just freaking sick. It's so sick. Dude. From outside, it sounds ridiculous.
Yeah,
it sounds so cool.
good.
Yeah.
It sounds good in here, I can only imagine.
Yeah, it sounds so cool.
It just, as soon as it hits it, it barks.
Yeah. That thing
Yeah.
sounds freaking nuts.
Dude, I wanted
Yeah.
to hear it outside. I can only imagine. I might have to have him give her a little beans for me so I can hear it from the outside.
The crazy thing is it's like one of the coolest sounding Coyotes in general. Like,
Really?
yeah, it just has some different tone to it
Yeah.
that makes it sound a little more like beefy
Yeah.
than a regular Coyote sounds.
Right, I mean, sometimes, you do those swaps and it kind of sounds like when you're driving it, you're like, oh, this is a Coyote in a truck's, or a Mustang in a truck body. You feel like the same shifting, the way the drivability reacts is basically the exact same as a Mustang. But then you hear it and you're like, nah, that's a little different.
Yeah, not this one.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, this thing's cool.
yeah.
It really is.
They're all hyped on it. Owner's over here. We're about to take it for a drive, so I'll get the owner's reaction of the truck and everything, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Up top, it really sounds good.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. It's good on the highway now.
Oh yeah. It's nice and plush, but it's still tight.
Yeah.
Cruise is pretty good? Oh yeah. How does it feel compared to how it felt when you first got the truck?
About 30 years younger.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, it's night and day.
Yeah. Definitely looks badass, like with the wheels and tires and it lowered on the ground, like from a distance, it looks awesome.
Right. Yeah, I'm very pleased with it.
Oh yeah. That's what we like to hear. Oh yeah. There we go. It's just a little low on fuel.
That reminds me of like Fast and Furious. It's like, shut up, the computer.
Yeah.
And the road's about to blow.
It pulls hard. It pulls hard for, especially, we were all saying for a stock Coyote, it pulls.
that gets your heart going.
Yeah. We're moving pretty good there.
That was fun.
Just made it back to the shop. Well, after the first drive, was it everything you hoped for and more?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, we got on it a couple times and it moves pretty good, that's for sure.
I just can't wait to cruise it around everywhere now.
Yeah. Put some miles on it. That's the best thing about having the patina and the
Right. I ain't
Yeah.
worried about the little things.
yeah. Oh yeah, it'll be awesome. Well, that's what we like to hear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.